When I wake up, no makeup, half naked, I feel like I'm the Pardon my language, but hang-ups do not define the kid. No, I'm not flawless, I'm scarred up and I'm fine with it. My body are the laundry list of all of life's unkindnesses, but I still sip tea and chant om and live free, cause hardships and heartbreaks turn to rap epiphanies. And mom told me stay woke, cause all gold ain't glistening. Choose your words wisely, cause the all-knowing's listening. But no worries, I'm Gucci, my thighs are little juicy, my dialogue little awkward, my idols still move me. My life is a movie like Raheem and Mookie. I'm just trying to do the right thing, hope that it improves me. My bamboo's a costume to me, you'll be soon accustomed to me. This tomorrow, I got royal hemoglobin coursing through me, and my strength is now inhuman. I get that straight from my Omi, signed in silver mouth the grill of yours and truly.
You better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever, cause they gon' try and change your heart. Don't let up, cause you're so damn fine just the way you better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever, cause they gon' try and change your heart. Don't let up, cause you're so damn fine just the way you are.
I ain't get here overnight. I was in that mirror like 4 or 5 times a week on my Malibis, reciting affirmations like holy rites, and I still don't know everything. But I guess confessions from 8x11s and studio sessions seem like it's only right. And trust me, this my therapy. Your couch, finna murk all these Murphy types, funny style at me. Shut your mouth, touch me, I'm slow.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Mental Tea with your girls, Queen Coney and
Queen Jade.
And guys, tonight we have very special guests, our party members, Miss Beautiful Kiana and King Marvin. Okay, so we're gonna get into a really good conversation today. But before we get started, as always, y'all, you want to tell Alexa to download.
4 ways to listen, y'all. Here she go, right into it.
Alexa or Google Play to download Power Plug Radio. Okay, you want to visit the website powerplugradio.com. Make sure you subscribe and share to the Power Plug Radio YouTube. Okay, follow us on all social media handles at Power Plug Radio, and then y'all, you can always join the conversation at 727-686-0512.
What?
Let's go, 'cause I told
you remembered the number. You remembered the number. Yeah, I was cracking up because Jam told you to set up. You was like in the Fat Joe lean back. He was like doing the lean back, like in the chair, like.
The cameras is different.
Right, so. You know you got to get up on the mic.
I got to adjust. Okay. You guys, we have, like I said, special guests. We really want to just really give you guys insight on what it's like to be immersed in our community, particularly, Sound Mind Body Wellness. And so we thought, why not have our priority members come on? Our priority members are VIP. Very important people. Okay? They're like family. And we absolutely adore them.
Yes, we do.
And we really ride for those who ride for themselves. Like, if you are intentionally investing in yourself, then I can invest in you too, because I know the return. Because when you invest in yourself, that is going to be the greatest return, okay? So I can invest in anybody that I see investing in themselves, because I already know I'm going to get a return, period, all right?
Put a pin in it.
Put a pin in it. So, okay, y'all. So the show is really eclectic, right? Really open. It's a conversation.
Absolutely.
So, how y'all doing? First and foremost, how y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Let us know.
Yeah, whoever wants to go first.
Go
Marvin, come on now. Let's go.
I mean, it's Wednesday, and honestly, Kiana told me about this show. What was the name of the show you're watching on Netflix? About Young, Black,
it's Young, Famous, and African.
Yep.
Okay.
So
it's on Netflix.
So it's on Netflix. It's about basically rich black people in South Africa killing it. Boss talk. Cars, clothes, girl, everything. And one of the I was cooking and I watched an episode because I was curious about what I did. And the one thing that I took from it was the first couple. I forgot their name, but she said we like to wake up in the morning to piano. Because why would you want to wake up to some really violent sounding alarm? And I was like, you know what? I've been waking up pissed off every morning because that damn alarm is so violent. So I downloaded a nice like reggae song, like ringtone, and I woke up to it this morning and I felt fantastic.
Look,
Amen.
It changed everything. It changed my whole
just
entire
shifted
day.
his AM routine.
Because music carry vibrations.
It sure does.
And frequencies.
Yes, it does.
And so when it comes to like what we do to stimulate ourselves, right? Like what we take in through the subconscious amongst our 5 senses, certain things will carry certain vibrations to make you feel certain types of ways. And so I think that's an interesting fact that you discovered about yourself that if more people knew about this, they could be liberated in some aspects, like just by switching your alarm and the things that you wake up to. We wake up to birds in the morning.
Yeah, birds chirping.
Like literally,
Yeah.
that alarm
Yeah.
on the sleep timer is so peaceful and so beautiful and so gracious. It's like,
I should definitely change my alarm then.
Yeah,
No,
go ahead and
facts.
change it.
Yeah.
Did you guys listen? Marvin said he was listening to it while he was cooking. Did y'all hear that?
no.
He cooks.
Yo, okay,
That's what I'm going for, okay? Let's highlight that.
Yeah, my baby cooks.
See?
He throws it down.
See?
I am fed.
Yes.
I'm so grateful that he
Yes.
cooks.
That's what I'm talking about.
Honestly, so grateful that he cooks. Like, well, I cook,
Yes.
but like,
Of course.
No, I understand.
it's just been tough, you know, like with work and everything. So
Right.
it's been really amazing to have a partner that is so willing and like good at cooking. Because I'm definitely not
Yo.
shy about how I feel
Yes.
and if
Yeah.
I like something or not. But
Right.
I don't really have to worry about that with Marvin.
Yeah.
Shout out to like chefing it up in the seasonings and stuff in the kitchen.
I love it. It was a rough start, but you know what? With her criticisms, I've been able to develop my artistry to a certain level, and now I'm confident in the
Saying,
kitchen.
right?
Listen.
If it's
Love
not for
that.
elevating, right? I mean,
Wow.
that's all I'm trying to do.
Yo,
Both
and
of us.
the conversation sounds like this
Yes.
when intention is set forth. Like we all are being intentional with our words right now. Like they're obviously talking about, like she's obviously, Kiana is obviously telling us that, you know, she can be, you know, critical about certain things because of you're particular with your energy.
Absolutely.
As you should be.
Yes.
Okay, and then here's Marvin acknowledging that fact, but so beautifully and respectfully, and just saying like, yeah, I'm taking that feedback and I'm going to use it to cultivate my gift. I'm not
That's
going to be
part.
offended.
That
I'm not
part.
going to allow
Yeah.
the trapped emotions. There is no trapped emotions, honestly. There's been a lot of releasing and letting go.
There you go.
Is why this conversation can happen so fluidly between you two. But yeah, it's just it's a beautiful thing to witness. Like
Right.
like healed people having conversation, y'all. And I want y'all to get used to this because this is something that is not going on enough. Like not enough people are having healed conversations to where you can express with other people what you and your partner are going through in a way that's not disrespectful, but from a place of love. It's like, yeah, you are critical, but that criticalness is actually assisting in my cultivation of
That's
my greatness.
part.
Like, yeah, I could cook, and okay, thanks for letting me know that this is how this was, because now I'm gonna be better. I think
That
that's
is
beautiful.
awesome.
That was
Yeah,
a
we
mouthful,
flip it
but
on
that
its
was
head.
that's what I got out of that just now.
Yeah, it was
But,
beautiful.
Yeah, I want to dive into the tea. I want to skip past all the small
Yeah.
talk and jump right into it. Because we have you guys, but we want people to know what it's like to
Yes.
invest in yourselves, right? You've been a priority member for 2 years.
Dang, it's been 2 years.
2
years.
years.
Wow.
Smart
It's been
What a
66.
time.
It's been 2 years.
I've loved every second of it.
Oh,
So I tell everyone about y'all. So
That's
oh
like
my
awesome.
gosh, you guys. So for those of you who do not know, Jade and I, we own a wellness space. Okay, we do therapeutic massage, and we have a priority membership. And so we have a container to where you can invest in yourself every single month. Okay, to get that level of self-care via therapeutic touch, but then also non-traditional therapy like talk therapy. And so Kiana has been obviously taking care of herself for the last couple of years, honey, because she look good every time we see her, like for real.
Thank you.
And
Attracted this man right there.
all right, okay,
Right.
she attracted a like energy,
Man.
and you know, we just want to know really like what's your experience, like what was life like before SMBW, and then what is like life like
that's a great
now
question.
that you're immersed in our community, because you've been to you've been with us for 2 years.
Through the
You've been with
changes,
us-
the evolution.
Yes,
Yeah.
you've been with us from the
Yeah.
beginning, okay? Like from our first location.
Second location.
You've had
Yeah.
mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's experienced the masterminds, okay? Like she literally is immersed in the community
Yeah.
of us. Like she's been to our home. She knows our kid. Like I said, our party members are like family. Like those who invest in themselves, like we invest in. So what was life like before SMBW? And then what is life like now?
Man, going through all that is a lot. But
If you
Yeah.
if
But
you can
definitely
sum it
so.
up, yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
not
yeah,
so,
no.
right. I mean, yeah, before that, in terms of just like just massage,
Yeah.
I was just the Groupon life. You know what I mean? Just here and there when I can afford it, because
Yeah.
I can
Understood.
tell that it's important and like I like it and it helps
Right.
with relaxation. But you know, I was just doing it when I could.
Yeah.
But then as like everything within the pandemic, like not even just like before the pandemic, I went through like a breakup.
Right.
Then we had the whole pandemic. So I just feel like everything from that point, I was just trying to be more, I was trying to get to a healed place. Like I could tell like I'm now broken, or I feel like that. And I need to like do better. Like, I just want to do better. I don't want it to, be the deciding factor like for the rest of my life.
Right.
So a part of that was just looking for my community, like where I lived. Like I've just grown up in predominantly white spaces my whole life. I'm mixed. My dad's black, my mom's white. So like it's always been a it's been a weird
I
like
didn't know that.
identifying thing. Yeah, like
That was good.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
So and that's like another thing, like to be healed. We've made a lot of strides, but
Yes.
but anyway, within all that, like I was looking for like to put my money in our community. I remember like watching The Breakfast Club and seeing Killer Mike talk about, the black dollar circulates through the community for like 6 hours.
And
I'm
it's
like
out.
6 hours
And it's
compared
out.
to every other race where it's like weeks, months.
Right.
I was like, that's ridiculous. And I've got money. Like I'm not necessarily the type that's gonna be getting tear gassed like for our rights, which I respect
Understood.
everyone that does, but
Yes.
I just know that's not my role in this. And so I was just like, let me just put my dollars like where it needs to be, because if I'm supporting
Decision. Wow.
the community, I'm gonna support me, and I'm just gonna meet other dope people. I could just feel like I was gonna meet other dope people. So
That's a hell of an affirmation. That's a hell of wow.
And take us. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
take us
go
to how you
ahead.
even found us, because that's
Yeah.
what was very intentional.
Yeah.
I don't even know at this point. It's like I don't even know like how I found you. I just feel like I did. Like I was just looking for just black massage therapists. Like I was just Googling that because I looked up black doctors, I looked up a dentist, I looked up a dermatologist, things like that. I haven't found a dermatologist, but anyway.
Y'all, dermatologists of color, new
Yes.
let us know.
Right, please tap
Comments
in.
below.
Let
Let's
us
go.
know.
Let's go.
There's a reason why we don't need a lot of those.
I know. I know, but when we do, we do. Like,
Okay, put a pin in that.
Put a pin in
I was
that.
gonna say, but anyway, yeah. So I probably just found you guys on Google. Who knows? Like, no one referred me. So,
Right.
But then I came in.
Yeah.
Actually, it might have been Instagram. It might have been Instagram.
Wow.
And then I came in. I met Jade. Jade was the one that did my massage.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then from there, like basically just explain like we're just new open and
Yeah.
let me get you on the gram because I'm trying to do that. Like,
You remember that? I was like, I ain't even trying to do this, but you know what? I'm gonna do it now. You know what I'm saying?
It was literally
That's
so
hilarious.
chill.
Like, I understand.
And I just felt like in that moment, I never had a massage like that. There is something about your flow, truly.
Thank you.
And then it just felt like, again, like when you're just around your community or your people, there's just a way we talk. There's a way that we're cool. It's just easy, you just don't have to over explain things. And I just felt like whatever the differences of our lives, like I just feel like Jade and I get each other. Like we're homies.
It's like whatever.
And it was just like nothing. So so I just kept going, tried to get other people to come to. I mean, like I'm literally looking at people in my class right now, like yo, I'm trying to snag like anybody,
Right? Yo,
because I just believe in building this so much.
Wow, that is so dope.
My heart, yo.
Oh my gosh. And you know what's so crazy? Like I felt y'all's connection too, and I'm
It's like my
particular
sister.
when
For sure.
exactly.
Facts.
And so much so, I would be transparent.
Yes.
So much so that I actually thought you were a part of the LGBTQ plus community. I'm like, wow, your energy is so much like Jade's. I'm like, that's probably why y'all connect so much. I'm like, because I'm cool with Kiana, but there's a deeper connection with y'all too. Like I've worked on you once, and it was a beautiful session for me.
Definitely, yeah.
But it's still a deeper connection with you too, which was super, super beautiful. And then, and like when Marvin said that you were his queen in King's clothing, I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly how I felt about Kiana. I just had the wrong words.
Wow.
Yeah, I had the wrong words, but that was it, and I love that. I love your expression because it's like I can be a woman and be in touch
That
with my
is so
femininity or whatever the word is called,
Right.
and still wear like sweatpants and a t-shirt. Like I'm not gonna wear heels, but I'm still a woman. Like you know what I mean? And I love that.
That has been a constant. Thank you for even saying that.
Yes.
And just recognizing that. I've really had to like come to terms with that in the last year or so. It was an issue in my relationship, my last relationship. It was just a lot.
Understood.
Yeah.
And so like it took a lot just to be like, you're talking about us being healed and like speaking in a more healed space.
Yeah.
Which I never really gave credit to, I guess, until now. But but yeah, it's like I'm still a woman. Like I identify as such. I don't know if I'd be in the community. I've found women attractive. I've never acted on that, but it's there. But I knew like who I was manifesting like when I met Marvin. So I mean, like I just also knew like what the vision was.
That is bad.
Hey boo.
Yeah.
But I just love that he like loves me for who I am and like says I'm beautiful. Like said I was beautiful like when he saw me today and like and I really feel like I'm definitely doing my best. I feel weird with my hair, but we doing it.
Man.
We doing
It's
it.
gorgeous, baby.
Yes.
Y'all.
Yeah.
So I
Stop
feel
it.
like the same where it's like I don't have to subscribe to
At all.
whatever anyone has ever like said or put on me. Like
Yeah.
this is my
That is
swag
facts.
and
It's true.
And
that's
that's
how
what
I
it
am
is.
and like whatever, you know what I mean? Like
Appreciate
how I
that.
identify is how I identify.
Yeah.
And you identify, and it's very stimulating. You're good to look at. Like you're like just how you are, just
Yep.
how you dress. I don't even think I desire to see you in heels. Like I don't think I have that desire. I just think like I would be
Like,
grateful to
take
just
them off.
see Kiana how she is. Like
Once your Chuck sag,
No.
you know,
I wear the
nice
hell
sweater,
out of
Where's
sneakers.
your
I
hat?
know.
something.
Listen, wait till
You
the
got an
sneaker
extra
game
t-shirt in
steps
the car.
up.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
oh my god, I love it.
We put a pin in it.
Yes, we put a pin.
We
in
put a
it.
pin in it.
Yes,
Because you
because-
had an opinion.
Yeah, I definitely
A
had an
perspective.
opinion.
And a
that I would love to
perspective.
hear.
I love that. I want to hear it too.
Take us there.
Take us there.
You said we don't really need, you know.
Like a dermatologist? You mean that's what specifically?
Well, we want to know what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess what you
Follow
meant.
up with that.
I mean, melanin skin, we got
Yes.
great skin for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we have issues. I've had people in my family that have had skin issues that have needed a dermatologist for sure. But the vast majority of people in my family just have great skin. And,
Thanks.
all my black friends from New York, where I'm from, like, they always had, baby smooth skin. Like, even like seeing them on Facebook now, I'm 30. Most of my friends are 30 or like 29.
Yeah.
And like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, the skin of my black friends looks a lot better. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
They still look like they looked when I was in college. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
part, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where that came from.
Oh,
Like,
so
I
you
don't
was
want to
wow.
dismiss. Like, I won't dismiss you, babe. Like, I'm not dismissing
I don't
what
feel
you
that.
Yes.
said, like, at all.
Oh
Yes.
my god, I feel so safe.
But
Facts.
that's just how I felt about it at the
No,
time.
I get
And
it.
I was like, why aren't
Yeah.
why can't she find, she's been able to find all these other professionals, but not a
know.
dermatologist.
That's
There has to be a
right.
reason for that. And that was my, assumption.
Wow, so you were specifically talking about the dermatologist
Aspect of it,
of
yeah.
that statement, because when you said that we don't need that and then you mentioned melanin, we literally right before we came to this show just watched a YouTube about melanin. And we learned a lot about melanin and how melanin is the first energy to exist on this even planet, and how powerful melanin actually
Absolutely.
is, and how it's a form of light energy, okay?
Electromagnetic.
Electromagnetic, and it absorbs. Yeah, it absorbs everything, but not only that, but it's a conduit. Like, it's also a catalyst. So it absorbs, and it takes on what it absorbs, and it makes more of it. And so it's a double-edged sword. So it's like, melanin is awesome. Like, we don't need any of these things. It's true because of the power that it holds.
Absolutely.
But then because of the power that it holds, anything that it absorbs, it'll also spread.
Yes.
Because that's melanin. That's what it does. Everything comes from melanin. Y'all ever heard of like all colors come from the color black?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that.
Oh,
But
wow.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is all stuff that you can research. And so
We always leave that disclaimer.
Right.
You can research it.
Fact check us.
You gotta throw the research out there. But when it comes to like melanin and melanated people, like, there is something special about us. Like, I know we all know this. Like, we all know this. Everybody knows this. And when you say things like, we don't need like doctors and all these other things like dermatologists, I feel like it's facts. I feel like if we take it back to self and nourishment, and we really start to begin to know ourselves from the cellular level, and we start to feed ourselves the things that support a better life, then that's exactly what we will have. Because you, like you said, your skin is clear, all your friends' skin
Absolutely.
is clear. I didn't have that story. Like, my face hasn't always been clear. I feel like I'm still working on it. Like,
I'm still working on mine. What you talking about? I'm like, yo, like, when is
Like, I'm supposed to pass this stage like
long
it's like-
time ago?
I know we're gonna
decades
look
ago.
young, but yeah, like we'll definitely all look young and like, you know what I mean? And I feel
Yeah.
like that's in there, but yeah, it's like it's tough. Like
Yo.
keeping the skin, like maintaining the skin.
Yeah, but a lot of like what our body expresses and what we can see tangibly has everything to do with what's stored in the nervous system, the trapped emotions, really, to be honest. Because when we have things that inhibit our expression, right, we're not able to even like have the capacity to think in a way that's going to support a healthier life. Like we don't get there until we get there. We don't learn it until we have the information when it's coming to
Right.
us now. Just like you just gained the awareness that you actually are able to have conversations from a healed space. Now that you have that awareness, you can shift your focus towards that and
Right.
have more of those experiences with more conversations coming from a healed place. The only way to have a conversation from a healed place is to be healed. Like you got to actually be healed in order to like have the conversation from a healed place. And so we can acknowledge the fact that we are healing and we are already healed in some aspects. And again, just gaining that awareness is like, oh wow, yeah, like I'm actually healed. I'm having a conversation from a healed place. And then you move forward in that, and then you will notice and develop like that you really are healed. Meaning you're able to have harder conversations without the offense, without the emotion making you feel some type of way. Like you can express how you want to express no matter how hard it is. And you can move from it. Yeah, do I sound, I mean everybody is quiet.
No,
Because when you speak,
yeah.
people are quiet. Like
That's true.
it's just the presence. Like Jay literally knows when to pause.
I turn away from the mic because I'm just like this. I told you I like to hear you speak all the time. So
Wow.
you wrapped up in it, like
How y'all feel about what I'm saying though? This is a conversation.
I feel like I'm listening to the next president of the United States.
yo.
Honestly,
I'm a secret.
Yeah.
I'm
no.
gonna be on a TED Talk. Like
Yes,
we
already
it's
know
got to be on
this.
TED Talk. Honestly,
We
I was
already
just
know
thinking about what you were just saying. Like, I feel like if we had, I feel like it's just like if you had a different option. Like, maybe
Yeah.
you're right. You know, like I don't need the dermatologist just to go back to that, right? Because it could be just something internally. It could be what I'm eating. It could be down to my stress, right?
Yes.
I know what the doctors have told me. I
Right.
mean, I do believe like I'm allergic to things, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's something else there. Like if we had teachers, if I had learned, you know, what like nature can provide to help, you know what I mean? Like if I knew that stuff, if there was a place to go for that, like a centralized place,
Right.
like then I feel like we'd all be better off, or at least just have the other options, like the other alternatives.
Yes. And they exist, and they start to come present in your reality when you start to acknowledge it. And so, like, we have resources, of course. Like, you know, we definitely can put you onto a couple of places, or at least a person that can direct you in that. You know what I mean? And it comes with the conversation at random times with random people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, put me on.
But just to touch on even like the allergy thing, right? Or anything that our bodies express, like our nervous system. It literally stems from all of it stems from the trapped emotions. We learned that in a book, or it was a podcast or YouTube or something about allergies.
Somewhere.
About allergies.
Oh, it was definitely YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube University, y'all. It's
Yeah,
real.
yeah, facts. Definitely YouTube.
But like things like allergies, right? Like we all have had allergies. Okay.
Sorry, we're listening.
It's okay. This show is full of shenanigans, y'all.
Oh, was that the couple? You hear me slurping?
Yo, that was it was all up in there,
Can
Marvin.
you tell it was good?
Yo, down.
Kids 101, okay?
Nah,
No, it's
do what you
okay.
do.
It's all good. But with the allergies, we learned that the allergies actually develop from again what's trapped in the nervous system and just what's not been acknowledged, right? And what is kind of laying in the unconscious mind.
Yes.
And because when we think about it, it's like you may have been born with allergies, but you wasn't created that way. Like, why would God create someone with allergies? That's just kind of like, why would that?
Can't sniff no flowers. You know what I'm
eat
saying?
peanut butter,
Nose
certain
all
things,
stuffed
certain
up.
delicious foods, right? No.
You
But
know, taking Benadryl. Nah,
Benadryl.
some.
I took a Benadryl
Stays
one
in the
time.
house.
Never again.
Yo,
That Benadryl almost took me out. That
Benadryl
almost
almost. Yes. What is wrong with you? That's what it
Benadryl kicked
was.
in.
I was like,
The
you were a
Benadryl
zombie.
Right.
Yeah. I was getting no emotion. I was like, okay, I'm about to get off this phone. Yeah.
Like she
Don't
had
ever.
an IV drip. That's what it sounds like.
Yo, like for somebody that doesn't take medicine, that's like
I was
that
gonna say,
Benadryl
that definitely
literally
makes sense. I'm like not even
it was a
surprised.
half of one, Marvin.
Right.
A
Not
half
even surprised.
of a Benadryl.
I feel like if you didn't just drink a eucalyptus leaf straight up,
Yo.
like you would be not okay.
Eucalyptus leaf. I
Like-
love it.
Exactly.
Her body is a temple.
Right.
There it is.
Exactly.
There
When
it
I
is.
said all that, I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
he's about to be like,
Yeah. Yeah. So when it comes, and your face looks clear. Like, so
It-
it's crazy
yeah,
that
facts.
this is something that you're working through. Because I'm
Yeah.
looking right
yeah.
at you, and I'm
no,
like,
it's work. No, yeah, this is like,
what dermatologist do she need?
Right.
no, I mean, this is a reflection of the dermatologist. Like you saw, like a few weeks ago, like
Oh,
I
you
had
found a dermatologist?
Yeah, it's just that she's not black, you know.
Oh, got it.
You know what I mean?
got
I
it.
like when I'm having an allergic reaction, like I needed it. You know what I mean? I just need it.
Yes.
So it was fine. It's just like it would be nice to have a black dermatologist because a lot of times they
understood.
work with estheticians.
No, I understand.
Yes.
And I just feel like that would be a nice little.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So going back, wait, what was I saying?
Yeah, sorry.
No, we love this. It's tangents. We love going on tangents.
And we love to see you go ahead and pack it up and like reel it in, because I love it. I love it because it'll go this way and then you always reel it in. Let's do it.
Okay. So with the allergies and everything, right, y'all?
Told you.
The fact.
Didn't I tell you?
There's a fact that we read in a book. Okay.
Yeah, you did
and
bring
this
it
fact was that because of what our ancestors, and this is speaking particularly to the black community, the black and brown communities, because of what our ancestors weren't able to release and weren't able to heal from, the children, we are all born with negative thought patterns automatically.
Yeah, from the mother.
We're automatically
Yeah.
born with, just these negative patterns that affect us at a cellular level. And so we have things like allergies and all these other ailments that we weren't necessarily created with. We were just kind of born into the world with, you know what I mean? And so when you think about it like that, and then you hear all these other, you hear all this new information and stimuli surrounding healing and wholeness and self-care and, really being intentional with yourself, it's like, okay, well, this is what it's for. This is why. This is why these things are coming up in my reality, at least, so that I can heal myself at a cellular level, because the fact is that we don't need nothing or no one externally to help us move through the density and help our bodies get back to homeostasis. And so, I'm tied it all back, y'all. I got y'all. So this brings us all the way back to priority memberships. Like she's investing in herself via therapeutic touch, via a dermatologist, via, books and podcasts and everything else. And now she's able to show up in the world from a healed place. Like your face is clear, you're having better communication, you attracted the love of your life,
Yes.
you look good, you feel good, you're literally just, we're watching you blossom.
Yeah.
Like for real, you're not the same Kiana that we met 2 years ago.
Good.
You've evolved so much. And I feel like people need to hear that. Like that you have to invest in yourself.
And I just want to add this in there too. Kiana took us out to dinner. She did.
Our
y'all.
whole family.
Had no idea this was happening.
Yeah.
And she did that.
Yeah, y'all, for real. She literally
The least I could do.
Man.
Oh my God, wow. And because she's hungry.
Yeah.
Like when you make a decision to be better and you actually you don't create space for nothing else, you're just like, I'm going to be better by any means necessary, your spirit will lead you and guide you. And when you start to follow that, y'all, things fall in place. People, places, and things meet you where you are and shit start happening, shit start moving. And so in Kiana's process, she so beautifully asked to take us out to dinner to pick our brains, to have a conversation with us. She wanted to invest in us because she knew the return. She knew she was finna get a return. Am I right?
I was definitely hoping for that. Yes.
Yes,
Sweet.
and you got a huge return because you made
Made some
grand life decision shortly after that conversation that delighted us in ways that was just like, oh my God.
And what was that?
The best decision ever. Still to this day.
Yeah.
I decided I'm gonna be a massage therapist. That's always been my passion, low key. I've always kept it to the side, but just more and more as I grow up and I just work in my corporate job. Don't worry, guys. March 31st. We out.
Yeah. Hand claps all around.
But it's just it's just draining, and it just they are reflecting back to me right now, as they keep trying to tell me I could stay, saying if you're passionate, you should go after that. If it's more in alignment with what you want to do, and if it's actually bringing you joy and motivating, you should do that. And it's just I'm glad I made that decision back in December because I just feel that so wholeheartedly.
Wow.
I feel firm in the decision to do that. And you guys were such a big help. I mean, I tell everyone that you're my mentors, and
wow.
I hope that's okay.
That's definitely. Hey.
Yes, oh my God, what an honor.
But so I just feel
Over here.
it just feels how can I lose at this point, I've already just felt so jaded and drained, so it's what else, I only feel happiness. I remember when we were at dinner and you said, you know, I've been doing like a lot of stuff today. I've been up since this and and like we had all these massages and it's like 9 o'clock now and I still feel good. Like I'm ready. Like I don't feel tired from the day.
Yeah.
And that was just so much like I feel exhausted. I've been sitting at a desk. Wow. Like I've done definitely not as much as you. So it just to me it was just like I have to do something else. I feel energized when I'm moving and when I actually get to help like you know what I mean? Just
absolutely.
Heck yeah.
I just love it. So yeah, in school, 4th month, doing great. You guys are
But
ready.
she top of her class.
Yes.
Yo, straight up.
I already know the vibes.
I'm doing it.
Because we was the top of our class.
Facts.
So it's like real recognize real. We understand. And y'all, it gets better. So she makes this huge decision, right?
Yes.
And like we're excited. And then how about this? We're hiring.
Yes. Talk about timing again.
Okay.
For sure.
Like, come on, Infinite Source.
Yes.
Come through with the blessings because we're here for it.
Yes.
And so, you know, we are expanding fairly quickly. We've been expanding, and now we're just in a position to be like, you know what? We want to bring those who are desiring to grow with us in the wellness industry. We're opening our arms. We're ready. But we don't want just anybody. We want those who align with us. Like, we want us, really. We don't want anybody. We want us.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we are what we attract, not what we have. So we already became the person. We can already identify this person as such because we know the caliber of the person. And of course the person is Kiana. Of course we have a position on hold for her. Of course we're cultivating her right now. Like as we speak, like we going over draping. We got Marvin on the table. Marvin, get on the table. Like, cause you here anyway.
Anytime you want.
Right.
I love it.
So all of that, like because Kiana is moving forward with what she feels is best for her, which is obviously the right decision. She don't even know how much of a blessing that she's in our life too, in our company, in our dream, in our creation. Facts. She has no idea, but she's getting ready to find out. She's getting ready to find out, and all of this was not planned.
No.
However, this had been cultivating from 2 years ago.
Yes.
This 2 years ago, y'all. 2 years ago. So when we talk about a journey in time
like
is
yesterday.
not linear, right? We had the mastermind. Time is of the essence.
I've thought about that a lot, like since that.
Right.
That time.
Right. And you and Marvin, just to hit on another point about time, y'all was at the intimacy mastermind, and y'all was in the midst of other couples who have been together for decades.
Yeah.
Like years.
Yes.
That's something because you are what you attract. So if you guys are attracting other couples that have been together for
already
years
in the room
and that are already having deep ass conversations that will take people literally 5, 6, 7 years to have, then what is going on here? Like, this is healed energy. This is collapsing of time.
Listen, for me, it's definitely God, like
Yo.
without a doubt. Like
Yes.
I just couldn't accredit it to anyone else. Like
Yes.
Marvin just doesn't exist anywhere else, and I'm just so thankful like he exists for me, and like I got to write that out. Can I just talk about that real quick?
Please.
Like,
Please.
I'm sure. Like I told Marvin, have it. You just must be loving it. Just,
Marvin, sip that back into the microphone, please.
Right.
Yeah, sip it. Go
I
ahead.
can't wait to hear it.
Yes.
How you like
Y'all
that
know it was
Marcus?
good. Yes.
So, oh my god. So, like I said, right, like 2 years ago, or I guess it's just crazy thinking about like 2 years ago.
Right.
Going like through the breakup, whatever, and just knowing we're closed. My heart is closed. Love is not allowed.
Right.
Like,
It's not
we gotta
happening right
chill,
now.
Right.
Right.
But then like it gets to a point you're tired of that. I personally am like, I know that I'm not, I'm not here to be single. Like I'm not here to just wander through life, partner to partner,
Exactly.
Like there's a person out there for me, and I've just like always believed in that.
Yes.
And so I've been like working with my friends on like astrology and like tarot and energy and like just learning about all that stuff because it's always been so like woo to me. But
That's why you did that tarot. You was like the whole body was moving.
I'm still scared.
Like,
You're so right.
That's exactly what that motion was. Okay.
that's exactly what that is. But I can stand firm in
Yeah.
just knowing that like manifesting is real
It
and like
is.
writing stuff down is real. So I remember like I don't remember. It's the full moon in something.
One of those, y'all.
And I'm like talking to my best friend. We're both like, yo, let's journal tonight. Let's use this energy. It's perfect for manifesting.
Yes.
Like whatever.
Yes.
So we do that separately. I've like waited all day. I haven't done anything. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm literally computer just literally like falling asleep. I've been thinking all day, but like hadn't written it down because I'm not a writer. It's just not easy. It's not natural for me.
A lot of people say that.
Yes.
So anyway, so I'm typing, half asleep, but I'm writing all of the things like what I want a partner, how I want to feel, how I want him to make me feel, how I want to make him feel, how like what we do together, like what we talk about. Like I just really was getting really specific and intentional because I was like, if I'm going to open my heart up and date again, you know, I want it to be like, again, like I said, I'm not trying to do this over and over again.
Right.
So, and I just know like the love that I can give, like I know like what it can grow into and just where I'm at now. So I wrote all that out. We started dating.
No. You skipping some stuff. Hold up. So you wrote it out. When did you write this out? 2 years ago?
Yeah. Well, maybe. Oh, maybe. Dang.
Right.
Maybe it was only a year.
Yeah.
Maybe it was only a year.
Yeah, let's acknowledge the time. And
Right.
Right. Okay. Maybe it was only.
Yes.
Because here's the thing: is like, I think I wrote it 2 years ago. It might have. I have literally never gone back and read it. I've literally never gone back and read it. Like I couldn't even tell you everything it says. I know some stuff, but not everything.
Right,
Okay.
Anyway, but I wrote it whenever, and then but within that, like however much time had passed, I just know like I was, like I said, my heart still wasn't open. Like I could just feel that like I was not like really ready for that.
Not receptive.
So I had like a non-traditional therapist. I had a session with her for 2 months. Like I worked with her for 2 months and just worked on my own like self-trust, my own self-love. Wow. It was really like powerful, like moving.
Y'all, did y'all hear what she said?
Yes.
She said she invested in non-traditional therapy, not with us, okay, via someone else, and she worked with her for 2 months, okay, and she was able to transcend and transform her heart wall, the things that were within her heart space.
Yeah. So that's like in August I end that.
Wow.
I get back out like on Hinge and I don't know, September. I can't think of the months.
And there it is.
Whatever. And then I had my third date, and that was with Marvin, and like
It was October 2nd.
You're right, and it was the beginning of October. Yes. I'm just like, what's the month before October?
Love it.
Who cares?
September.
You got it right here.
It was August into September, so I'd been dating like a month.
October 2nd.
Oh my gosh, that is so.
Yes.
Yeah, and like honestly, on like our second date, and I feel like you would say the same. Literally,
Well, we're
was
gonna
like,
ask him.
You were definitely gonna ask.
We're gonna get
like,
the tea from Marvin.
Yes.
He's ready to give it.
it was
Yes.
done. So yeah.
Wow. Honestly, and like, guys, every time we are blessed to be in their presence together.
Yes.
Let me just say this: Marvin he does not hold back at all with his expression.
No.
Of his love towards Kiana, and it makes me feel more loved. Like I have that same kind of love, but when I get to sit like a fly on the wall with somebody
And
else
observe.
love,
Yes.
that is like so good to me. I love that.
I agree.
And
Like,
I thank
me
y'all
too.
for that.
Yeah.
Because y'all don't have to share that with
Thank you.
anybody. It's so sacred, but y'all choose to share it with us, and for that we thank you. It's so beautiful. So Marvin, give us the tea. We're not even gonna ask you no questions. We just want you to talk because I know you got it.
Yeah. You can
start
begin
wherever.
wherever. Yes.
Oh, man, there's so many things. So I guess before I met Kiana, a little further back, I want to say like 5 years ago, I had a terrible breakup. Definitely, that was like I feel like everybody has like the breakup that like changes them forever.
Yeah, that tower moment.
Like
Yeah.
that was
Yes.
it.
That's
Like,
the tower.
I mean, crumbling down.
yeah, like the towers fell, everything was completely shattered, and I had to rebuild from scratch.
Yep.
I took about a month, maybe 2 months, feeling sorry for myself, wallowing in my own pity, doing things I wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
And then I decided to, just start working on myself. I had just gotten LASIK surgery, so my eyes were like blood. I was crying, and my eyes were like bloodshot red from the laser surgery. And as soon as my vision came all the way back, I was like, all right, let's look at the positives. I can see now. Like I can see. I wore glasses my whole life, and for the first time I could see without glasses or contacts, and it was great. And I just focused on that.
Yes.
And I was doing martial arts at the time. I still do jujitsu, so just got back into training.
Y'all heard that.
Yep. Jiu-jitsu. Everybody should know jiu-jitsu. Every woman should know jiu-jitsu, especially because it doesn't matter how strong you are. And I taught Kiana a few moves. Like Kiana could submit me right now. Like I will tap.
Yeah.
Right. Facts.
Yeah.
So I
Try
just
if you want to.
Says the man who's won championships, like has gone to tournaments. Like,
Hey,
I don't know about
that part.
well,
you're right.
I've been a grappler my whole life, so I'm an unusual case. But I focused on that, and just started getting into reading. Like I got back into reading. Like I graduated from college, got my master's, and then I took 2 years of just like in my career, not really reading, not really stimulating my brain, and I decided, it's time to start reading. So I started reading a lot of like, entrepreneurial books, self-help books. I read the 5 Love Languages. That really changed everything for me. Like it made me understand more about myself than anything. Like when I read the 5 Love Languages, like I put myself in that seat, and I was like, what are my love languages?
That's that part.
What happened in my past relationships? Like what went wrong? And it all came down to, how I was showing love and how love was being shown or how it wasn't being shown.
Wow. Yeah.
And once I understood that, and I came to peace with myself, and I gained a lot more self-confidence and a lot more strength, both physically, emotionally, mentally.
Yes.
And I just felt like, I'm going to be okay. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited for it. Something's going to happen. And I just kept working on myself, kept doing it, kept elevating my career, changed jobs a few times because, I'm a software engineer. So like in this industry, like once you reach a certain cap of salary, basically you got to quit and go to another company. So I did that 3 times. I actually just did that. Kiana saw it like 2 months ago. I just quit my job, and now I'm working at this company called Upstart, which is a great company.
Honey.
But when
so much better.
I was coming back from a wedding in October, and I had like 3 weddings last year. It was ridiculous. Everybody's getting married at the same time. And coming back from this wedding, and I'm in the airport. I have a 5-hour layover in Maryland because my flight got delayed or whatever.
Right.
So I'm on Hinge, and I see Kiana, and I'm like, ooh, this girl looked really interesting. And we start talking, and we ended up having our first date. But now, like when people mention like, oh, how'd you guys meet? Like, or if we talk about how we met, I always say we met at the airport.
Oh yeah.
We met at the airport because I was at the airport when I met her.
That is
awesome.
So dope. Oh my God. I had someone ask me, how did I want to be met? Like when I was dating, and I said I wanted to be met intellectually because I made the choice to be celibate, and I was in school, and I love my mind, and I love my unconventional thoughts. And so I wanted to be met through my mind first, and sure enough, met my love in school.
Yeah, that's how that went.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and I'm just and speaking of like Tuesday. And speaking about like intellectual, like I was so surprised about like the conversations that Kiana was willing to have with me so early. Like we really had some deep conversations, like conversations that I've been in a relationship with someone for like 2 years, and we never even had that conversation.
Wow.
So that's how I knew she was special, and I knew like we were special, and like just the way she makes me feel like I never really felt at home in Florida because I'm not from Florida. People don't talk like me. A lot of people don't look like me. People don't really understand me. Like when I talk, they might get offended because I'm kind of upfront when I say stuff. Shout out to New York. You already know.
What's up? Let's good.
But like with Kiana, there's like a certain comfort there. It's almost like I'm home. It's like she feels like home. Like I know. Like she wants to move to Colorado and California. She wants to move all over the place. But I told her I don't care. Like when I'm with you, like I feel like I'm at home. So we can go anywhere you want.
Period.
Yeah.
Except upstate New York.
I mean, we would never.
Look, we would never. Can we get like 2 to 3 years before you peel out to Colorado?
Right.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like honestly, I was nervous about that because my plan was to move to California this year, like the end of this year. But I also was not going to be a massage therapist. We're gonna be here. So there's definitely no rush, especially with how like the world is going.
Hey,
we'll be here.
That's what's up.
But yeah,
right over here.
Don't worry, we going to California in a few weeks, so
yeah,
that's what's up.
As long as I get to try, like, the whole point of this and like taking that step anyway, just because you were saying that, like, is because I want the flexibility. I want to be able to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. Like, if I made this money, I want to be able to say, yo, I'm gonna be out. It's cool. Y'all cool. We cool.
Period.
There's just like no issues and it's no like funny stuff. So,
lock your time out. Lock it out.
Right. So.
That's what's up. Oh my gosh.
I'm just happy that you just took the step. That's just amazing. The first step is always the most difficult.
Yeah, the first step is always the hardest.
But once you do it,
was.
What was we watching with the Will Smith? That was intense.
It was an Instagram.
It was an Instagram. Always doing something. Come on now.
So always. Cool. And it was talking about like, yo, when you want to do something that's scary, you gotta just
Do
it.
it.
The hesitation will mess you up. Like the hesitation can
Can kill you.
It can literally hinder you.
Yep.
Yes.
So it's like if you're gonna go, just go. And one thing that I heard that both of you stated in each of your stories was that you made a decision. Like, yeah, there was some parts where you was going through the pain.
Yeah.
You allowed yourself to feel the pain. You allowed yourself to self-loathe and to move through that density. But then y'all made a decision. Like literally, you just made a decision to be better. And then you moved from that place, and then look at y'all. Look at y'all.
Like two peas in a pod.
All the time.
All the time.
And people might say, oh, well, you guys are just in a honeymoon phase or whatever. Like, I've never, like my passion and my feeling for Kiana hasn't changed a bit.
Right.
A bit, and it's not even lust. It is pure unconditional love.
It is,
and it is so pure, and it is the realest thing I ever felt.
Wow.
Yo, can I just say, like, you saying that, like, and saying that it's not lust, I feel that too. Like, I've definitely had lustful relationships.
Yeah.
Which is why I definitely, like, appreciate, and just even you speaking up on celibacy, like, I also practiced that before I started dating. Because I also just knew
didn't know that
was not okay. Yeah, no, like, a lot of people don't talk about it for sure.
Right.
And, like, even when I've mentioned it to, like, friends and stuff, they're like,
yeah. Girl, you're crazy.
Right. Like, I don't know about
what?
that. And I'm like,
exactly.
but you're also asking me, like, how we got here, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just, like, I think there's something to it. But anyway, I just think, like, yeah, I feel that too. Like, if anything, I know it's real just because no one has ever treated me in the way that you've ever treated me, or like the conversations we have, or just you being there, like even through all the like messiness. Like it's not even been like so much mess, just like the stress that I've like shown you, or like that I've been vulnerable with you, and that you just been there, like totally unjudgmental, and just wanting to be there. So yeah, it's just deeper. Like it just feels deeper. I was also scared about like the honeymoon phase, but that's just like past, trauma, like trying to come through my relationship now. But like it just feels like firmer. It just feels like it's like nothing to be able to talk about. Like, so when are we gonna get a house? And like, when are we gonna, when we build our family? Like, it just, a lot of people would say that like moves really fast. We've only known each other like 4 months, but it just feels different. Like, it feels different. We're also like in no rush. It's like nice to just be able to have the conversation without feeling like someone's scared or like we're moving too fast. It's like, it's cool. Like, we know it'll be there.
Yo, we've been honeymooning for like 3 years now.
And that's what's up.
The honeymoon does not ever end.
As you've said,
we
like,
laugh every day.
Like, giving y'all something, like, I feel like being around you guys, like, more and more as a couple, like, seeing you as a couple is very encouraging and, like, inspiring. And, like, every time Jade looks at you, I swear, like, the way Jade acts around you is, like, it's just
like a child.
I'm just like,
it's like
it's just so cute. It just makes me think about Marvin. I'm just like I just love it.
Thank you. It's real. And like Marvin said, like that unconditional love piece, like guys, conditional love, a lot of us are conditioned in that. And it's just like, I love you only if, or, there's judgment, or I'm doing this so that you can do this. Unconditional love doesn't involve any of that.
None of that. No stipulations.
Love is a choice. It's literally a choice. There's no judgment at all. And there's intention. Like you are intentionally, being with someone, like to do life with, like holding space for them. Like you, even if it hurts, you're gonna have conversations that, hurt. And it's normal. It's a part of the human experience. But when you know. And that pain, it passes quickly. And you're able to just continue to have more good conversation and be even more in love. Like the love gets deeper too. Y'all are just scratching the surface of what you feel, but it's gonna intensify and it's gonna expand. And you're already exploring the realms of unconditional love, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, when we have those moments of density, that's what I like to call it.
Yeah, the challenge.
We always I always bring it back.
How y'all handle like?
Well, we bring it back. The saying goes, "Let's bring it back to the facts." What are the facts? What are the facts?
When you're going nowhere fast.
When you right.
The conversation, you're going nowhere fast.
Nowhere
like,
fast.
Both of y'all going nowhere fast, and the emotions are like you can feel it.
Yes.
It's just at some point somebody, and it's usually me.
Yes, it is.
It's like somebody got to throw in the white flag and be like, "All right, okay." At this point, we're going in circles. Like it feels like somebody's trying to be right, and we're on the same team. So it's like, what are the facts?
What are the facts?
And this is where you get into the conversation and you lose. You start to feel the lower vibrations, right? I'm not talking about just that little the little debate that little cute debate that y'all may have. I'm
Right.
talking about like real stuff. Borderline, like I'm almost offended type of shit.
Yeah.
You know, like because I'm
Say
not
it again.
understanding where you're coming from.
Right. Say it again.
You know what I mean? And that those conversations are where you're gonna have
Facts.
because you guys are cultivating each other for greatness. And the only way to cultivate for greatness is to go through pain. You know what I mean? So when you're in that density with each other, you're gonna get to a point of like somebody got thrown away top because you're going nowhere fast. Yeah. Like you're going nowhere fast, you know. And it's just simply asking the question like, what are the facts?
It's a reminder.
What are the facts? That's a trigger question to reset both of you to back to homeostasis, right? And y'all's facts is that we know we are the one because of XYZ. Yeah. Like. Because of why, the hour-long conversations and how you make each other feel and, the clarity that you come to. Like, all of those facts are what you bring back into the conversation when you're in it. You know what I mean? Like, when you're in it.
And then the next thing is, how do you want to feel?
Yes. How do you want to feel? That's the next question that is asked out loud. Like, you say it out, you may have to say it a couple times. Because, when you're
how do you want to feel right now?
In the emotion.
It's like, I don't want to feel this way. Switch.
Yeah. So what are the facts?
Give me a hug.
What are the facts? Remember the facts. Bring it up. Even if you got an attitude. Even if you got an attitude.
That's gonna be me.
At the airport. Like even if your attitude, whatever. What are the facts? And then how do we want to feel right now? Do we want to feel this way towards each other in this moment, or do we want to feel a different way?
Right.
We get to ask ourselves these questions in the midst of a conversation with someone, anyone, especially if the conversation is going left. Or making us feel low vibrational, feel a way that we're not really trying to feel right now. I'm quick to be like, you know what? I don't like the way this is making me feel. I'm highly sensitive, so I can't even hide it no more. Yes. I gotta say something.
Yes.
I gotta say something, whether it's mine or yours. It's gonna be said. Somebody's finna get called out because my nervous system can't take it. I feel like I gotta do.
And that's the mama. That's the mama slap right there too.
I'm really my heart information. I'm not really trying to feel this way right now. You feel me?
There's a specific tone that's delivered from your lips that's like, okay. I'm good. Like I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. That's a specific tone that you give. Yeah. When things get a little heated.
With things,
you got a specific tone. I'm like, okay.
Sharp. Like it really sharp. And you get sharp too sometimes. Like, it happens.
I don't want to love the hiss.
Oh.
But there is something to say about I feel like I can very clearly see like you getting sharp.
Oh,
and,
yes.
Cut it.
Yes.
But I just
it's literally like a cervical knife. You don't realize you got cut until you start feeling stuff.
Like,
you're like, oh damn. Like I got injured. Right. I just got injured.
I feel that, yo.
That's what it is.
I feel that.
Yeah, because it's unconditional. It's sweet. That's what it is.
It's unconditional. Yeah. It's unconditional.
Yeah, and that's what it ends up being. Like that's how we handle ours. Literally in the midst of it with each other.
And we allow ourselves to express.
Yes.
Because you can't deny all aspects of
how you're feeling.
Like as sweet as you are, Marvin, you sweet as pie. Like you really truly are. But we can't deny the fact that their polarity exists. Like just as sweet as you are right now, you got that other side of you too. That must be acknowledged.
Definitely.
It has to. All aspects of self must be acknowledged.
Definitely.
So when it comes to identity, we're master communicators. You know what I mean? So we've invested to learn how to communicate, and we implement and we integrate with all the information that we feel aligns. And so when you embody that and you are that, you're going to have opportunities to be that. Right? So opportunities to grow, the challenges, the conversations, all of it are going to exist. So that you can practice being who you are. And so we allow ourselves to express. So when we're moving through density, and it could be something that's going on, it's always within. It's always self. It's never the other. Like Kiana, she can never do anything to you. And vice versa. Anything that is expressed coming up in the nervous system is from the past. It's not, you guys didn't come with the table with bullshit for each other. Like, I'm here to intentionally make you feel, no. Y'all don't have that. So anything that comes up, it cannot be from that person.
Not at all.
It just cannot be. Y'all only been in each other's existence for a couple of months. And even us, we've only been in each other's existence for 3 years.
For a couple of months.
There's no way you created this agitation that I had up in my body. I've been agitated before you.
Been agitated.
It's just that you're the closest thing to me. Been peeved. You're the closest thing to me. You irritate me right now. But it's not really you.
Right.
It's not really
you get on my nerves.
Y'all feel what we saying though? Is this true?
Word, yeah.
Right. So in the midst of that density and moving through that, we allow each other to express demon time. I'm gonna just put it like that, because honestly, my demon time feel good. Like, I can cuss you out and turn you on at the same time. It feels good, and you know, you got it. It's demon time. So demon time is demon time. Like,
yeah. Okay.
You gotta express it though. You have to express it. But when you are in a container with a partner that you choose to do life with, know that first of all, that container was cultivated by God, infinite source, right? You have to know that. And then two, because of that, you know you're safe. So you're never gonna cross any boundaries.
Facts.
You're never gonna cross any boundaries. Why? Because you guys communicate. You're gonna communicate your boundaries with each other, even if you haven't discovered them yet. You will. Trust. There's still boundaries that we are discovering within ourselves that come up after the boundary been crossed, because that's the only way you're gonna find out.
That's it. That's it.
Your feelings gonna get hurt. That's the only way you're gonna know that a boundary was supposed to be right there.
Yes.
Okay? So
yes.
we telling you this to give you what's coming up. You know what I mean? Like, this is what y'all are about to be coming up on.
Yes.
Because this is what happens when you are vulnerable.
Yes.
How do you guys know this hasn't already happened?
Because it's a continuous thing.
Damn.
That's what I meant. So yeah, it's already
That's kind of
happened.
when it just stops.
It doesn't. So
I'm
if
glad
it
you said
already
it though,
happened,
because that's what I'm thinking too. Is like,
well, obviously it's already happened. It's already happened.
no, but the stopping, like, right? That's what you were getting at.
Yeah.
What's
Like
stopping?
that we don't have to keep doing this. Like, I could tell you all the boundaries up front. That's what I'm thinking about.
You don't know all the boundaries.
You don't
up front.
know.
But you're right. Like, to
You
your
don't know
point,
the
like,
boundaries until
you're right.
it's been
Like,
crossed.
when we did just have like a situation like that where
Give
we
us
didn't
the
know there
tea.
was a boundary, but
Give us the tea.
Right.
I want Marvin to give us a tea.
you want to get
no, go ahead.
Go ahead, Marvin.
Go ahead.
No, we're in a safe place though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. I'll chime in.
Which one are you talking about?
Which one? I would love to hear whatever one you're thinking of.
Yeah. Go with that one. Go with that one.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if there's more than one.
Which one are you talking about?
Oh, there's tons. There's tons.
With me smoking.
Oh, the smoking thing?
Yeah.
Or the bra and panties on the coffee table thing?
That started the whole argument.
That
But
sounds so good.
Yes.
All right. So
but I'm saying, like, at the end of that, where I was just like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't bring it up. Like, maybe you shouldn't comment.
yeah. So I mean, Kiana smokes weed. I used to smoke weed. I don't anymore, and I absolutely do not judge anybody that does. I still use THC. Obviously, I was eating those sativa cookies, and I got some more cookies last week.
Yes.
Mad good. But like when I met Kiana, one of her things was, I smoke weed, and I don't want you, to judge me about it or anything like that, as if I had already judged her about it. But I felt like there was already something there. Before me, like I felt like she already had like some kind of insecurity about it that had nothing to do with me. I knew it didn't have anything to do with me because I wasn't there. So when you said that, I was like, duh, like, yeah, I wasn't there. It's not my fault. But every time I bring up, smoking weed or like the fact that she was, getting high or whatever, like she would jump to, hey, why are you judging me because I'm getting high? Like, don't judge me for that. And we have to have this conversation. So last week, it was a very stressful week, especially for her. Like, definitely more for her. Like, she had probably one of the most stressful weeks in this whole, situation that she's been going through with her job. And I was stressed too because, I'm supporting her. Like, I want to support her. Like, I want her to feel comfortable. She was at my house working, and I was cooking and cleaning and doing laundry and doing stuff to make sure that, she felt comfortable and safe.
That's awesome.
So I'm picking up, I'm cleaning up and everything. And it's towards the end of the day. She's stressed out. She goes outside. She has a smoke. And she starts talking to her brother, and I go downstairs and I'm doing dishes, and I see her sports bra and like her shorts like on the coffee table in the living room, just like in the middle, just right there. And I've never seen that before at her house, and I've never seen her do it at my house. And I waited. I was like, let me give her the benefit of the doubt. So I waited to see if she was gonna bring it upstairs because that's where the laundry stuff is. She went upstairs twice and didn't get it.
Oh my God, this is so.
So then something inside me just like erupt. Like I cook, I clean, I do all this stuff, and you just left your bra and panties on right there, like in like
Understood.
So we had a whole like thing, like a whole conversation about it. I finally revealed that that's how I felt. And we got that out of our system. And I said, maybe because you were high, you forgot, you just weren't even paying attention because you were high. You didn't pick it up.
Right.
And because I said that, it turned into, now you're judging me because I'm getting high. And then I was like, maybe it's best that I just never bring that up. Like I never even mentioned, you getting high or smoking. And she's like, yeah, that's probably for the best. So that was something that we just came in agreement. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Because I genuinely don't judge you for that. Right. But that's something that you're battling with, and I don't want to trigger that because it has nothing to do with me. You know, like
Right.
I really don't judge. So
Yeah.
Did y'all hug it out?
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
obviously y'all good with that. I mean, no, wait.
No,
did y'all,
no, like because
did
you
y'all
know
come to
the
some-
fire
In
is
that
there.
moment, no.
Yeah.
Like in that moment,
Some
we were
time
like,
passed.
Yeah.
okay, but it was
Yeah.
low vibrational, like you.
Okay.
had
Yeah, like it was
mentioned.
low vibrations. Like,
Like, I had to go
she left and she like stayed with her friends for 2 days, and like I was like super upset for like 2 days. Like I was just anxious and just upset and pissed, and like had all these different thoughts running through my head. And then we finally got together like on Monday or Tuesday and talked about it, and you know.
How was that
Like
conversation?
Yes.
It was better, but even thinking about it and hearing it right now makes me like a little hot. But
Really?
it just I feel a little tight in my chest. But I think like it's
Yeah.
because of what you're saying. I mean, one to just be going back through all that is like uncomfortable. Like I just don't like
Absolutely.
thinking about
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Do you want to
You
move
know.
forward in the conversation on air?
No, we
because we can put a pin in that and come back to
Absolutely.
it off air. Honestly, because you know we don't have to go on it on air. We're very vulnerable people. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
especially when you're
say-
still in the process. So I'm gonna put a pin in it.
I mean,
You-
that's
we
up to
can
you.
be-
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't mind necessarily, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, so basically, and thank you guys for being vulnerable enough to share that. Because y'all, like, real talk, like couples, we go through things. You're going to go through different things. Is it time? Oh, well, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Yo, it happened so fast. Oh, what was that jam? What was that? I don't even know. I like the sprinkles and butterfly one.
Okay, yeah.
Is that how we segue to the next?
That's
I
the
know.
one. Can we
Next topic.
segue? Yo.
Okay, so we're gonna need a part 2.
Something.
Thank you guys so much for
An
coming on
hour
the
goes
show.
by fast.
It went by super
Damn.
fast. We're already at the end. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna let Queen J take us out. Like,
Oh, you already know what it is. There's 4 ways to listen. All right, download the app in the Apple Store or Google Play.
Yes.
Tell Alexa play Power Plug Radio. Go to www.powerplugradio.com. I did it right this time, y'all.
Yes.
All right, join the conversation at 727-686-0512. And as always, begin the day with love.
fill the day with love.
In the day with love, wholeness.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.
Half naked, I feel like I'm the Pardon my language, but hang-ups do not define the kid. No, I'm not flawless, I'm scarred up and I'm fine with it. My body are the laundry list of all of life's unkindnesses, but I still sip tea and chant om and live free, cause hardships and heartbreaks turn to rap epiphanies. And mom told me stay woke, cause all gold ain't glistening. Choose your words wisely, cause the all-knowing's listening. But no worries, I'm Gucci, my thighs are little juicy, my dialogue little awkward, my idols still move me. My life is a movie, like Raheem and Mookie. I'm just trying to do the right thing, hope that it improves me. My bamboo's accustomed to me, you'll be soon accustomed to me. This tomorrow, I got royal hemoglobin coursing through me, and my strength is now inhuman. I get that straight from my omi, signed in silver mouth the grill of yours and truly.
You better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart. Don't let up, cause you're so damn fine just the way you better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart. Don't let up, cause you're so damn fine just the way you are.
I ain't get here overnight. I was in that mirror like 4 or 5 times a week on my mile of beats, reciting affirmations like holy rites, and I still don't know everything, but I guess confessions from 8 by 11s and